Yo, it's Brian here. Today talking about the San Francisco 49ers. As always, looking at the top 3 players I believe should get more playtime in 2020. These are players that had very limited reps in 2019. Hopefully Kyle Shanahan and company, they up their reps because they deserve some playtime in my opinion based on the limited time that I saw in 2019. Also, we could use some fresh faces, I guess. So there you have it right there. Caveat for this one, I don't know if these players are going to be on the roster. I think they are for the most part, but San Francisco, John Lynch, they can maybe do some surprise cuts. Hopefully these guys on the list are not going to be it. Going to get this video started. Hope you guys do enjoy this. Please like and subscribe. That's going to definitely help me out a lot. Click that bell notification, get notified of future videos. Share this channel, share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. Trying to get to 5,000 subscribers maybe before the season starts. I'll definitely have a hashtag going on for my next couple of videos saying road to 5K. Please support me as much as possible. That would be most helpful. Thank you guys so much. Let's get this video started. 49ers, top 3 players that deserve more playtime in 2020. Number 3, linebacker Dre Greenlaw. I believe he should get more playtime for the 49ers in 2020. A little bit of a quandary situation. I'll talk about that in a second. We all know this guy as the man that saved the 49ers number 1 seed on Week 17 Sunday Night Football against the Seattle Seahawks. Jacob Hollister, very close to getting a touchdown, but Greenlaw was able to hit tackle high and stop him to essentially win the NFC West. Epic play right there. Got to give a lot of big ups to him. But the thing I'm a little bit worried about, the quandary situation that Robert Saleh might have to deal with, is splitting playtime between Greenlaw and Kwon Alexander. I know they can play a base 4-3 defense, but a lot of the times they do run a 4-2-1, which is 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, which was mostly Greenlaw and Fred Warner when Kwon was out. Also, they got the defensive backs along with K'Wan Williams. That's a kind of a situation they have to deal with. Definitely K'Wan Williams. He's done a great job for the 49ers as well. In San Francisco, very underrated player. He's a very valuable nickel cornerback for us in this defense. So looking at it, Greenlaw, I think he deserves more playtime, but K'Wan, definitely he deserves playtime as well. The question with K'Wan, I hate to mention this, is he injury prone? I hope not, but looking at it, when we did sign him last year in 2019, he was coming with some injuries. Now looking at it, he had a pectoral injury, which he was able to make a miraculous comeback in the Super Bowl. He had a bicep surgery, so it's a little bit concerning that K'Wan's getting all these injuries. Hopefully it's just, he can sweat it out for the rest of 2020, but I don't know. It's really dangerous. I hope he's not made out of glass because I'm a big fan of his. He's the energy man for us in San Francisco. We definitely cannot afford him to getting hurt and what have you. But if not, then we do have Greenlaw. Hopefully Robert Saleh gives him even more playtime. They can run that base 4-3 a little bit more often than usual. There you have it right there. Number 2, wide receiver / returner Richie James. Special teamers, not too bad at all. I'm a big fan of his as a returner, but as a wide receiver, I believe Kyle Shanahan should give him more reps as a wideout because I definitely seen a lot of plays from him in San Francisco 2019 and in 2018 as well, is that he can make some big plays. He's an electric player like Marquise Goodwin, so if you're talking about a replacement for Goodwin, I think James could fit that role perfectly. Also, the versatility with him as a special teamer, that definitely gives him a big up and plus for us in San Francisco. Looking at it, I mean, there was some times where we needed some help in terms of getting extra plays, getting a boom play. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers / Arizona Cardinals game, the second time we met up with them, he was the guy to energize this whole offense and give us life. I believe Shanahan, not even the whole time to be on the field for James, but just to have him a little bit more often in terms of maybe first or second down, I think he definitely deserves that. I know he probably wants to play a little bit more in the wide receiver spot, give him a little bit more chemistry with Jimmy Garoppolo, but, it's up to Shanahan. It's his offense. He can do whatever he wants. In my opinion, just based on what I've seen from him in his whole career for the past year or two now that he's been in the league, he's a big playmaker when he is called to be a playmaker. For me in San Francisco, I believe James is a big difference maker in terms of maybe limited snaps as wide receiver, but he should be getting more than essentially 0 for the most part in 2019 to 2020. Richie, hope he gets more reps. I'm a big fan of his ever since coming out of Middle Tennessee State. I thought he was an electric player, and he has shown a lot of flashes for that. Hopefully Shanahan can give him more reps coming into 2020. Number 1, the player that the 49ers should give more playing time in 2020 is running back Jeff Wilson Jr. I believe this guy is a playmaker like James. He's an electric dude. When you need him to make that play, he will definitely make it. He has a lot of touchdowns in the goal line very early on in the season, and then Shanahan just doesn't use him as much for the rest of the year. I think the only time they used him was the clinching play against the Arizona Cardinals, the second time they met up in San Francisco. But other than that, they haven't used him too much, which is kind of disappointing. I wish they would. I know sometimes they have to put put him in the inactive list to have everybody available as much as possible. But if anything, if somebody gets cut by the 49ers, whether it's Coleman, maybe Breida, anything like that, then I believe that he should be the guy to be the next running back to take over and have some snaps at the running back position. Bobby Turner, Shanahan, they're really good at creating backs. They're really good at having schemes for the running back position. With the guy like Wilson, who's looking like a power dude who also can run, this is the perfect guy for their system. I mean, you don't have to use him all the time like, I don't know, Raheem Mostert now, but to have him in a goal line situation, to have him on that quick third down, I believe that he can be the guy for that in San Francisco. So really, Wilson Jr., he's impressed me all year long. They cut him earlier in 2019 and then re-signed him. He's been a success every time they've used him on the field. So yep, that's pretty much it, you guys. Pretty quick list right here. Hope you guys do agree with my list. If you don't, you can definitely disagree with me in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. That's going to definitely help me out a lot. I'll be catching you guys up tomorrow on a Saturday. I'll see y'all then. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day. Hot boys.